Feeding human food to your cat is not bad. Just make sure it isn't toxic or dangerous to your cat's health. An easy rule of thumb to keep in mind is to feed your cat only up to 15% of human foods. Here is a list of 20 toxic human food for cats. Canned tuna. We all know that tuna is a big ingredient in many popular cat food, and this is perfectly healthy for them. The tuna that is canned and sold for human consumption is different. While it may seem like a special treat for your cat, it can actually make him sick. Canned tuna has been known to cause digestive issues. All of the fat in his body becomes inflamed. The risk goes up when fed to your cat on a regular basis. Commercially produced cat food is perfectly fine. Tuna has too much unsaturated fatty acid and does not have sufficient vitamin E or other antioxidants, whereas commercial cat foods usually supplement vitamin E. Bones. It's long been a practice to save the bones to give to both cats and dogs from roasted or fried meats. Because of the hardness and texture of most bones, there is a serious risk of fracturing and splintering as your cat chews on this treat. The splintered bone fragments have been known to become lodged in the windpipe or in other areas and cause choking and in some cases, death. The splinters are sharp and can cut on their way down, causing lacerations in the mouth, throat and even in the digestive system. They have also been known to cause blockages in the digestive system. There are really no bones that are safe for your cat to eat without some risk. Fish bones, for example, are long and sharp, and they are among the most dangerous as choking hazards or for cutting the insides of a cat's digestive tract. Onions, garlic and related root vegetables. All members of the onion family can cause problems if eaten in sufficient quantity. A tiny amount is fine. Onions contain a substance that destroys red blood cells in the cat, causing a form of body anemia. Garlic contains a similar substance in a lesser amount. Onions, shallots and chives can cause serious health problems for your cat if they eat enough. After eating a clove, your cat may have stomach pain, gas, diarrhea or may even throw up. It can lead to an upset stomach or other digestive problems. For many years, people have given their pets crushed garlic in the food dish to ward off fleas. It is also commonly believed that a clove of garlic ground up in the food dish can rid cats of intestinal parasites. It's far better to go with standard treatments that are recommended by your local vet. Prolonged ingestion of onions can lead to anemia, which over time could become serious and even life-threatening. There are complex sulfur compounds that are found in all plants in the onion family that cause the red blood cells in animals to break down. This is what causes the anemia to develop. A good rule of thumb is to never feed your cat with people food that contains onions or garlic. Even if a little amount won't kill him, it's better to be safe than sorry. While it's widely known that chocolate is dangerous for dogs, it's also toxic to cats. Theobromine is the offending substance and can cause chocolate toxicity in a cat. This substance is found in the highest concentration in dark and unsweetened chocolate. It can cause seizures, muscle issues and heart palpitations that cause permanent damage or even death. Theobromine in chocolate disturbs a cat's nervous system. The same goes for chocolate milk and hot cocoa. Signs of chocolate poisoning in cats can set in between 2 and 5 hours from the time it is ingested. They may include urinary incontinence, vomiting and diarrhea. If your cat develops these symptoms, call the vet immediately as he may need treatment, which includes IV drip therapy. Raw fish is another food that is frequently fed to cats because its owners have believed that there is a higher nutritional value in the meat when it hasn't been cooked. Fish that are caught in the wild or even those which are raised in fish farms have a high potential for being infected with parasites. These organisms can get into your cat's digestive system and make him very sick. This could result in a trip to the veterinarian clinic for treatment to rid your cat of dangerous parasites that he ingests. There is a second danger involved with feeding your cat raw fish. He could also get sick from Salmonella or E. coli bacteria. The fish that is used to make cat food has been thoroughly processed to offer your kitty its highest nutritional value without the risks that come with eating raw meat. So if you want to get that extra fish in your cat's diet, buy a premium cat food that lists it as an ingredient. This is the safest and healthiest way. Feeding your cat raw eggs puts them at risk for getting sick from Salmonella or E. coli bacteria. Vomiting, diarrhea and stomach upset are possible when cats ingest raw eggs. Many pet owners routinely give their animals raw eggs to make their coats sleek and shiny. It is believed that when eggs are in a raw state, they contribute a healthy dose of protein, but it isn't worth the risk of making your cat ill. Cooked eggs do not present a problem, but it is not the best diet alternative and needs to be cooked without butter or oil. Before people knew that dairy products are unhealthy for some cats, it was standard to warm a dish of milk and set on the floor for kittens and cats. Dairy products include any milk, cheese, real butter, cream, sour cream and ice cream. Some cats do perfectly fine with it, but just as people, cats can also become lactose intolerant. If your cat experiences excessive gas, diarrhea and/or vomiting after drinking milk or eating dairy products, it's a strong indicator that he is lactose intolerant. If your cat is crazy for cheese, then give in small amounts only. The best choices of cheese are cheddar, Swiss or Gouda, as they are rich in calcium and protein. Nuts and seeds such as peanuts or peanut butter are unhealthy for cats because of their high fat content. Macadamia nuts are also poisonous for cats. This will lead to diarrhea and vomiting. Too much fat on a regular basis could cause pancreatitis, a serious inflammation of the pancreas. Pancreatitis can lead to kidney failure and can be fatal if not caught and treated early. While just a few nuts are unlikely to cause much damage, it might be best not to risk it. Raw meat. It's not a good idea to feed your cat raw meat. The cat can develop pancreatitis from any fats that are left on the meat scraps. In addition to this, there is a higher risk that raw meats can contain parasites or bacteria such as E. coli and Salmonella. These can cause severe vomiting, diarrhea or at a minimum gastric upsets and discomfort. Lean meats that are fully cooked is a better option. All types of alcohol can be toxic to pet cats. It only takes a tablespoon to cause serious problems. Cats can get drunk, just like humans, but the effects of just one drink can lead to extreme brain and liver damage. If a cat consumes alcohol and passes out, it's not the same as when a person does. There is a high likelihood that the cat has slipped into a coma and is very close to death. Alcohol is the equivalent of poison. Baked goods has fats, salt and sugar that are harmful to cats. There are quite a few humans who are trying to cut down on the amount of bakery goodies that they consume because they are fattening, and too much indulgence can lead to a weight gain in people, and in cats just as quickly. Do your cat a favor and pass on sharing your baked goods with him. Instead, when you're having your snack, you could offer him a kitty treat that has been formulated to be safe and healthy for him to eat. You can feed your cat dog food in an emergency, but keep in mind that your cat has a short timeline for staying healthy without access to food that's designed specifically for her. This is because dog food and cat food formulas have different nutritional components in order to meet the different nutritional needs of these two species. Grapes and raisins should not be fed to cats in any amount. Even small amount of grapes are not tolerated. To confuse the researchers further, not all cats will react in the same way. Some felines will be able to eat a small amount of grape and suffer no adverse effects. Others meanwhile will show signs of kidney failure within just a few hours of eating grapes. They also contain seeds, which is very harmful for cats. Most store-bought mushrooms, these will include button, cremini, and portobello mushrooms, are safe for felines. However, cats shouldn't eat wild mushrooms, as they can be poisonous, and mushrooms shouldn't make up a significant portion of a cat's diet. Ham and bacon are high in fats. In addition to this, all cured meats are usually high in sodium, which is unhealthy for cats in high doses. While your kitty may love the smoky and salty taste of this type of meat, in the long run, it has a high potential for causing pancreatitis because of the high fat content. Caffeine, coffee and tea. Don't let your cats have any coffee, soda, tea, or energy drink. One tiny dose won't kill them, but you could be racking up organ damage each time. Caffeine can cause restlessness and an inability to wind down or sleep. It can also cause heart palpitations, rapid breathing, tremors in the muscles and nervous system damage. Don't leave him alone and unsupervised when there are coffee cups on the table. Energy drinks such as Red Bull, Rockstar and Monster contain high amounts of caffeine. These are extremely dangerous for cats. Drinking large amounts can result in seizures or even death, so it's never a good idea to leave an energy drink sitting around within the reach of your cat. Fat trimmings. While there are some good fats that all cats need, animal fat is not one of them. It can lead to a rapid weight gain or even obesity. In addition to this, excessive amounts of fat in the diet can lead to cardiovascular and liver problems. It can also cause pancreatitis, which is the greatest health risk. This is a painful condition that can be lethal. It's best to avoid giving your cat fat scraps altogether. The kinds of fat that cats need in their diet are healthy omega-3 amino acids, and you can find this additive in higher quality cat foods that include fish meal and fish oils. There is risk of vomiting, diarrhea, salmonella or E. coli with these foods, especially when given improperly. The toxic ingredient in chives and other members of the allium genus is called thiosulfate. This is what causes red blood cell damage. Chives cause two forms of illness in cats. The first and mildest is gastrointestinal upset. It consists of symptoms such as drooling, vomiting, diarrhea, abdominal pain and irritation of the mouth. The other is far more serious. It is called Heinz body anemia. The red blood cells become more likely to rupture and are even destroyed. There is one artificial sweetener in particular that should be kept out of the reach of cats. Xylitol is a substance that is found in sugar substitutes and a variety of sugar-free foods. It is widely used to sweeten chewing gum. Xylitol can also be found in a variety of different baked goods and beverages. It's one of the more commonly used artificial sweeteners. In dogs, it leads to drops in blood sugar, seizures, convulsions and in some severe cases, liver failure and death. It's a good practice to avoid the risk for cats as well. Before you feed your cat baby food, read the ingredient list. Don't give your kitty any food containing the following ingredients: dairy, added sugars or sweeteners, onion, garlic, chocolate, canola oil or other vegetable oils, salt and any of the products mentioned previously that can harm cats. Food manufactured for human babies does not have the vitamins and minerals that a cat would need. If you suspect your cat ate any of these foods, call your veterinarian for specific advice. In some cases, small quantities are not likely to be a problem, but larger quantities may require you to take her in to see your veterinarian, animal hospital, or the Pet Poison Helpline. This is especially important if your cat is displaying symptoms such as muscle tremors or repeated vomiting. There are plenty of human foods cats can eat safely, but it's wise to limit giving your cat any table scraps.